All right, we are live. Hello, art beaters. Happy Thursday. I can't believe it's already Thursday. This week has flown by, as has the month. We're almost at the end of October. Crazy. But we're here, and I am joined by Deb from Deb Loves Jewelry Designs, correct? Did I say that right?
You got it. It's a long one.
Yes. Hello, Deb. Good to
Hi,
see
hello,
you.
art beaters.
Hello. I'm so glad to have you here. It's always a fun time. And Deb's going to show us something fun today. You've got a little project to demo for us, correct?
Yes.
Hey, Deb's going to show us how to make her swirly seed bead earrings, which are on the website artbeads.com right now. They're so super cute. Tell us a little bit about these earrings, Deb.
So I am very much enamored with seed beads. I use a lot of seed beads, but I don't really identify as a seed beater. So I love to find different ways to work with them. And this project is a seed bead project and also a wire project. Now it's really, really simple. So if you're a person that's never really worked with wire, this is a really easy way to make something with wire.
Wire
And
light.
it's wire light, and it's probably seed bead light too, because
Yeah.
we're not weaving. We're going to put seed beads on wire. We're going to make a little bit of a shape.
Cool.
And I just thought these were kind of fun. And I'm very much into the spiral shape. I can't explain it. I don't know why.
It's
But
hypnotic. It draws you in.
Ooh, very hypnotic. And we made, I think it was maybe the second project I did with you here earlier in the year. There were those sterling silver connectors that
Oh,
were
yeah.
spiral.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe that just seeped into my brain, and the whole spiral thing is, just kind of stuck there. So we're going to make our own spirals today, and we're going to
Love that.
put seed beads on them.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think it's a good entryway project for both seed beads and wire, because you get a feel for adding the seed beads, you get a feel for a little bit of the manipulating the wire, and then you'll be hooked and want to do more. So
Yeah.
really good project.
Take it to all kinds of infinity and beyond.
Yes, and good for super pros too, because sometimes between your crazy giant intricate projects, you just need something simple. So good for everyone.
Exactly. If you like the ghost bracelet you made, that was
Yes.
oh my gosh,
I can't do that every time. I got to take a break.
My head was going to explode watching you do that. Like, oh my God. That's like, I got to practice for a few more years to be able to do that.
But, oh, you can do it. I believe it.
But this is a good clear your palette kind of project for sure.
All right. So should we dive in?
Let's dive in. So I'm going to flip my camera.
And I'm going to be big for a minute while she flips her camera and say hey to everyone. Oh, you guys got to look at my sweatshirt. I've got Mickey and Minnie pumpkins on. And it says Halloween. Happy Halloween on the back. Let's see if I can. Happy Halloween.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I'm getting all my Halloween clothes in now, since we're nearing the end of October here. All right.
All right. Looks like we've got autofocus going too, Becky.
Good.
Does it look like it to you?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Okay. So I'll show you guys what we're going to make. And we're just going to make one today. But these are our little spirals.
Pretty.
And they've got two different seed beads. And that's the other thing about this. You can use any color.
Yes.
And you could use all one color. You could do 10 colors. You can do whatever. And I also think you could make a pendant. So if you don't want an earring, you can make a pendant. And you could make these bigger or even a little bit smaller if you wanted to.
That's
So
great. So there's a lot of customization available with this project. I love that.
a lot of possibilities. So tool wise, I'm going to use some cutting pliers. I'm going to use some round nose pliers. And I always keep a coated pair of flat nose pliers in my arsenal
Okay.
within arm's reach. These admittedly need a little bit of redipping into the coating, but this will work. And I use these when I do more intricate work with wire, just because it helps me as a non detailed wire worker. So that's the tools we're going to use. I've got some size 8s,
Okay.
and they're in a darker color. And then I've got some size 11s, and these are gold lined. And I know these little dishes are kind of the same colorway, but
That's perfect.
but that's why I like them.
Yeah. I
And
like
we're
that
gonna,
kind of mixed metal look too. You've got some gold, you've got
yes,
some silver going on. That's really fun.
that's another thing is when I made these, I thought, what a great pair of earrings for this time of year. You can just throw them
Mhm.
on because they go with anything and everything. So that's another fun thing. If you decide to use metallics, they're perfect for any time. So I've got 20 gauge wire. And what I want to make sure people do, especially if you're a beginner, is you want to cut both pieces of wire the same length.
Oh, great
Um,
idea. So cut both for your both earrings at the same time.
so I'm terrible at that usually. I get going and I don't even think about it. And then I'm like, how much wire did I use? Um, so this is, first of all, don't worry about this project being perfect either. So these are by no means a perfect shape, but because we put beads on them,
Mhm.
it's going to hide some of the imperfections. So we're
Yes.
not going to worry about trying to make this the absolute perfect swirl. We're just not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it.
No, don't stress. It's beads.
Yeah, it's just beads. So I've got my wire, and this is, let me see how long this is. This is probably like a 6 1/4, maybe 6.5 inch piece of wire.
Okay.
Again, you can make it longer, shorter, but that's what I did. And I'm going to grab my round nose pliers, and I'm just going to make, by grabbing the very tip of the wire, just the very, very tip, I'm just going to make a loop, and then I'm going to reposition, and I'm going to bring that loop down to touch my wire.
Okay.
So we're just creating a really simple, basic little loop. Now, one of the first things I learned how to do when I learned how to make jewelry was I took a class on spirals. We're not really creating a spiral, but we're kind of doing the same technique. We're just doing a little bit differently.
Okay.
So I've got my coated pliers, and I'm going to take that little loop and I'm going to use my fingers. 20 gauge wire is really easy to manipulate.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to gradually move the wire around. So I'm using the pliers and I'm also using my fingers. So you can see what I've got going so far. And push that around. And I want this little loop to kind of go in. So if we look at our example, that loop is kind of in the center of the spiral. So kind of want that to happen. So I'm going to just keep manipulating this, and we can still manipulate it after we've done this.
Mhm.
So we don't it doesn't have to be perfect.
So this is just your first initial shaping.
Yes, yes. And if you watch the video, it's very heavily edited because I did a lot of manipulating of this wire after I got
Ah,
started.
yes. Yes. So the link I put in the comments is for the Design Studio tutorial page for these earrings, which includes a supplies list. So you can easily shop the supplies that Deb is using here. And it also does have a video on it where Deb goes through the project quickly. But we thought we'd do an in-depth demo here today. So if you want to check that out, that is on artbeads.com. And I've got the link in the comments.
Thank you, Becky.
You're welcome. So
So,
cute.
so that's the start of it. Now, I'm cheating because I already have an example for us, and I'm actually going to take this one off the ear wire because the ear wire is going to distract me. But actually, these ear wires are perfect for
They're
this
the
earring.
perfect shape to kind of echo that spiral shape. So good.
Yeah. So once you've got one made, you can actually it helps you create the second one.
Oh,
So
oh, I
I,
love that. Yeah.
so I just kind of overlay that, and I can see I've got to go out a little bit here, and then I've got to kind of curve up and then get this. So I've got this curve, and then it goes straight just for a little bit before we create our wire wrap loop up top. So I'm going to manipulate a little bit more. I want to pull that out a little bit. Oops, if I can hold on to it. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to take my hands and I'm just going to kind of push that up and grab my other earring again. So this one, not exactly the same, but we're getting close.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually going to grab one more. I'm going to grab my small flat nose. I'm just going to give that a little twist there and then pull that back out. So I think we're pretty good here
Yeah.
with our shape.
Yeah, it
So
looks really good.
if I can do this, guys, you can do this. So don't be afraid to mess with some wire, and
Yeah. Have fun with
20
it.
gauge, so easy to work with, and it's a pretty affordable way to kind of play around with some wire. So I'm actually going to cut a little bit from up top so we don't have to string so far down
Oh, great
onto,
idea.
but we will need, we'll probably need about half of that. So I'm going to cut right about there.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, this would make some kind of a fun little, I don't know what, like a decoration on
I was
something.
thinking that too, like I don't know, like a garden marker or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Um,
like a photo holder. That would be cute.
yeah. Yeah. So the pattern I used, I'll show you up close here, was 3 seed beads or 3 11 seed beads, and then an 8, 3, 8, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3,
Yeah.
1, all the way around. And again, you can change the pattern however you would like.
Mhm.
But that's the pattern I'm working with. And the 11s go on really nicely to your wire.
Perfect.
Now, I'll tell you about this. So as I was playing around with this design, I did think to myself, these earrings or these shapes are going to be earrings, and they're going to be in a situation where um, you could maybe potentially bend them a little bit
Mm.
because they're wire, and 20 gauge wire is pliable, as we're seeing by putting this together. But I tried to work harden it by taking a light hammer to it.
Okay.
And I wouldn't advise that, especially if you're not experienced working with a hammer,
Okay.
because when you hammer too hard on this wire, it flattens out.
Ah, and then the seed beads won't slide
Yeah.
on. Okay.
So just by working with it, you're going to work harden it a little bit.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, it's going to be on your on your ears. I don't think, unless you're really rough on earrings,
Yeah, unless you
like
fall down on your face.
yes, which God forbid, hopefully you do not.
Yeah, don't fall. Don't.
But it's the kind of thing where I think you're pretty good. Like I
Yeah.
think their 20 gauge is rigid enough
Hmm.
for a shape like this, and these are so lightweight. You're not
Yeah.
putting heavy beads on them or
Right.
anything. Like that's the beauty of seed beads.
Yeah.
They're
Amy
just so
said a larger version could be a cool ornament for your Christmas tree. That's a good idea.
yes, I'm totally gonna do that.
Can you imagine like a whole tree with spiral seed bead ornaments? That'd be so cool looking.
I think my head would explode. Like I'd
Yeah.
be so excited by that. But like you could do, if you do bigger ones, you could do like throw in an artisan bead or
Yes, that would be so
something really
pretty.
cool, something really fun.
Oh, Marisol. She's in Mesa, Arizona for the first annual Bead Fest Makers Fest. Have fun,
Marisol, I'm coming
Marisol.
to see you,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Oh man, I wish I was there.
We could have some
Yeah.
fun. I'm going to give Marisol the biggest hug when I see her.
Yes, give her one for me too.
I will. I was lucky enough to see that girl a couple of months ago. She was up in my area and
Oh,
we got to have lunch. I got to meet her beautiful daughter in person.
that's so cool.
So that was fun. So I'm excited about the Makers Festival. I think it will be interesting to see what they did.
Yeah, always fun to see a new event like that come together.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, let me give you another up close look of
Oh,
how
it's
we're
looking
progressing.
so pretty. Oh my gosh.
So where the wire really is, not perfect, it's hidden by
Yeah, the beads really smooth it out.
and the 11s that are gold lined have an amazing ability to hide because they have that luminous outside.
Yes.
So they just kind of mask any imperfections. Um, so they're pretty. They're so pretty. I never, when I first started making jewelry, I never thought that I'd fall in love with seed beads. Like they were kind of my nemesis for a long time. But I do love me some seed beads.
Yeah, they are so pretty.
All right, so I'm going to take a look at my sample here, and we're pretty close there
Yeah,
to. So I think the only thing is this is just a little bit more curved upwards like that.
pretty.
So I'm going to move these out of the way because I have a tendency to knock them over.
We've all been there.
Oh Lord, Lord have mercy. So I'm gonna create a wire wrap loop up top. So just a simple
Nice.
thing. So I'm gonna grab it from the side. I'm gonna push the wire down, push it back around. I do my wire wrap loops kind of weird.
I think they look great. Everybody does them differently.
Yes, yes. I think Meredith from Beadalon was threatening to get a bunch of people together to see.
Yes, I think I helped her in that idea.
I think that's a great idea, just to give people all the different ways that this can
Yeah, because
possibly
we
be
that
done.
that happened in Tucson when people were asking like how to make simple loops. It's like, well, depends who you ask.
Yeah.
Here's how I do it. You might do it differently once you get the hang of it.
So even when, like we were talking about, this wire is pretty pliable. So even when it's in this stage, you can manipulate it a little bit.
So
So
cute.
this one's a little different, but your head is going to be between two of these
Right.
earrings.
No one's going to be coming up and lining them up on your ears.
Yeah. But this is, I think, just it's a clear the palette project,
Yes.
and you grab these. I don't, you've got these in the project list.
Yes.
I think these ear wires are perfection
Yeah, they're
for this design.
perfect
And
ears.
and you'll want to figure out, like, when you put them on ear wires, do you want them both to go the same way? Do you want them to go opposite directions?
Right.
But they're just fun and cute, and they're
They
lightweight.
are so cute. Wow, you did that so fast too. So these I think would also be great for like little Christmas gifts. If you want to make people
Yeah.
jewelry, you can make these up really quickly. Or like there's a lot of holiday parties, they would make nice little hostess gifts. So cute. Little stocking stuffers just like hung on the outside of the stocking. That'd be
Yeah,
cute.
so cute. And I think, the fact that, I mean, you may have like just a handful of seed beads laying around. You can make these, and you still have a ton of beads left if you have a vial of seed beads.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to give them as gifts, you can go to the end of the earth with colors. Maybe your
Yeah,
mom likes red and your sister likes blue,
right.
and your kid's teacher wants purple. You can do whatever. So
Yeah.
they're just
Football
so cool.
colors, favorite football team.
Yeah, or baseball.
Yes, baseball too. Any
Yes.
team. That is so cool. I love those. Super
Yeah.
cute. Thanks for showing us how to do that, Deb. Like I said
You're
earlier,
welcome.
the project is available at artbeads.com. I've got the link in the comments so you can shop the supplies. And we've got that nice quick little video that Deb did showing those steps real quick. So
Super
thank
sped up.
you. That
Super
was
edited.
yes, the streamlined version. No chat, but if you want chat, come here.
Yes, this is the
Yeah.
chatterbox session
When you
here.
mentioned like knocking over the beads, it reminded me I went to wow, shocker. Becky went to the Eras Tour movie over the weekend.
Really? I
Yeah.
can't believe it.
Yeah, it's so shocking. But I was making friendship bracelets, and my friend came over with her toddler, and he wanted to help me. And
Oh.
I didn't realize I have my beads like in my little piles, and he's just like, I'm gonna mix them all.
Oh,
And I was like,
wow.
oh no, maybe not. But I don't think about kids looking at that and wanting to be like, ah.
Wow, that had to have been
Yeah,
terrifying.
but I made him a little bracelet with his name on it, so he got a cute little friendship bracelet as well. So it was cute.
So cute. Oh my gosh. I also, Becky, have on the other earrings that you are
Yes.
putting in the see if I can hold this guy up a little closer to the camera so I
Let me
don't have
get
to
the
worry.
link for those too. You made some cute fall earrings.
So I
Yes.
love these.
I will get the link to that in the comments too, because those are in the design studio as well. And they're so pretty. Perfect for fall. You can wear them now and all the way through Thanksgiving, even beyond, because I think leaves make a great accessory anytime.
I'm completely with you, and I
Yeah.
love leaves.
Yeah, so those are really pretty. Those are in the design studio as well with supplies list and a nice little video from Deb. So definitely check that out. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Deb. This was a fun little making session, giving us all ideas for seed bead and wire. Let us know, are you ready to use wire? Are you ready to use seed beads in your design?
Do it. Just do it.
Just go for it. You'll do great. And the beauty is you can make any shape you want, really. A spiral is a nice place to start. But if you're wanting to make like Christmas ornaments, you could do like a little star, anything. It would be so cute. So go for it. We say go for it.
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Yes. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Deb. This
Thanks
was
for
fun.
having me.
And I'm sure we'll have you back again to make something fabulous for us. And thank you, everyone, for watching today. Hope that you were inspired, and let us know if you have any questions or what you're going to be making with your seed bead and wire, because that's our challenge for the weekend, I guess. Yeah. So we will see you next time, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Bye, art leaders.